Welcome to our deep dive into Ethereum.
All right.
We're going to explore a platform that's much more than just another cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Our guide today is a stack of insights straight from the source, Ethereum.org.
Oh, wow.
Think of it like our roadmap as we navigate this landscape together.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
We're not just going to learn what Ethereum is, but we'll also get a glimpse of what it could become, its impact on everything from finance to how we use the internet.
Absolutely. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right, let's jump right in. Many folks hear Ethereum and think it's just another Bitcoin.
Right.
But from what I'm reading, it's something entirely different.
Yeah,
Is that right?
absolutely. While both use blockchain technology, Ethereum goes way beyond just being a digital currency.
Okay.
It's a platform for building decentralized applications, or dApps,
Oh, cool.
which are like apps on your phone, but without any central control.
Okay, that's starting to make sense. But
Mhm.
before we get too deep into dApps, I think it's worth revisiting blockchain for a second. Most of our listeners have probably heard the term, but I wouldn't be surprised if some are still fuzzy on the details.
Of course.
So can you just walk us through that again?
You can think of blockchain as a public ledger, but instead of being held by a single bank or company, it's distributed across a network of computers.
Uh-huh.
And here's the key. Every transaction is cryptographically secured and publicly verifiable,
Right.
making the data almost impossible to tamper with.
So it's like a super secure and transparent record-keeping system?
Precisely.
Oh.
This level of trust and immutability is what makes blockchain so revolutionary. It's the foundation for building systems where you don't have to rely on a central authority.
So how does Ethereum fit into all of this?
Ethereum takes blockchain beyond simple transactions and allows developers to build these dApps. Think of it as a decentralized operating system.
Oh, wow.
Its native currency, ETH, acts as the fuel for this entire ecosystem.
Mm.
It allows for secure transactions and incentivizes the network to function.
All right, I'm following so far. So we have this decentralized platform where developers can build secure applications. What kind of real-world impact are we talking about here? Give me some concrete examples.
Let's start with DeFi, short for decentralized finance. Ethereum.org actually states that this could provide financial services to billions who lack traditional banking access.
Wow. So we're talking about people who are completely shut out of the traditional system, suddenly having access to things like loan savings and other financial tools.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
DeFi could level the playing field and create a more inclusive financial system. But it goes even further than that. Imagine being able to borrow or lend money directly to others, cutting out banks entirely, or even investing in fractional ownership of real estate using Ethereum-based tokens.
I'm starting to see how this could disrupt a lot of traditional industries. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Ethereum.org mentions stablecoins as a way to experience the benefits of crypto without the volatility. Can you unpack that for me?
Sure, stablecoins are cryptocurrencies pegged to stable assets like the US dollar. This means they offer the benefits of blockchain technology, transparency, security, low transaction fees, without the price swings that scare many people away from crypto.
So it's like dipping your toes into the crypto world without risking a roller coaster ride.
Precisely.
Okay.
This makes them ideal for everyday transactions, especially in countries with unstable currencies. Think of it as a way to potentially hedge against inflation or even send remittances across borders instantly and with minimal fees.
It seems like Ethereum is trying to bridge the gap between the traditional financial world and this new decentralized future.
That's a great observation. Ethereum's power lies in its versatility. It can improve existing systems while also creating entirely new ones.
Okay, another area that piqued my interest is the concept of the Internet of Assets. What exactly does it mean to tokenize assets on Ethereum?
Think of it this way. Almost anything can be represented as a digital token on the Ethereum blockchain.
Okay.
This could be artwork, real estate, or even intellectual property.
Okay.
These tokens can then be traded and managed securely and transparently.
So you're saying I could potentially buy a piece of digital art or even a fraction of a property using Ethereum.
You got it. It opens up a whole new world of digital ownership.
Yeah.
It makes investing in things like art or real estate much more accessible to the average person.
Speaking of accessibility, Ethereum apps are designed with user privacy in mind, right?
Right.
Is this the answer to our data being constantly bought and sold?
Absolutely. One of Ethereum's core values is empowering users. dApps prioritize data privacy, giving individuals control over their information. It's a stark contrast to many traditional internet applications.
That's a huge selling point. So we've got a platform that's secure, transparent, and privacy-focused, and it's got some pretty impressive stats too, right?
You're right, the Ethereum ecosystem is the largest in the blockchain space. Ethereum.org highlights that there's over $121.8 billion locked in DeFi projects alone. This speaks to the level of trust and confidence that people have in the platform.
That's a staggering number. It's clear that Ethereum is more than just a tech experiment, it's a growing force in the global economy.
And that growth is fueled by the largest developer community in Web3. They're constantly building and innovating, pushing the boundaries of what's possible with blockchain technology.
So for someone who's not a hardcore coder, what would you say are the easiest ways to get involved in the Ethereum community?
Ethereum.org has a great community hub that outlines many different paths to participation. You can contribute to the code design or even write articles. There are also online communities like Discord and X, formerly Twitter, to connect with other enthusiasts.
So there's really a place for everyone regardless of their technical expertise.
That's the beauty of it. Ethereum is a community-driven project, and they welcome contributions from anyone who shares their vision of a more decentralized future.
It sounds like a fascinating mix of cutting-edge technology and grassroots activism.
It really is, and I think that's what makes Ethereum so compelling. It's not just about building technology, it's about building a better future.
All right, let's take a closer look at what that future might hold. What's on the roadmap for Ethereum? What key areas are they focusing on?
The roadmap highlights three main areas: improved security scaling solutions and continued innovation driven by the community. Let's start with security. As you can imagine, in the world of blockchain, security is paramount.
Okay, so how is Ethereum working to ensure the platform stays ahead of potential threats?
They're constantly researching and developing new cryptographic techniques and rigorously testing and auditing the code. The community is incredibly vigilant when it comes to identifying and addressing potential security risks.
It sounds like a never-ending battle to stay one step ahead of the bad guys.
It's a continuous effort, but one that's essential to maintain the integrity and trust in the Ethereum ecosystem.
Now let's talk about scaling. We touched on it briefly earlier, but why is it so crucial for Ethereum's future?
As Ethereum grows in popularity, the network needs to be able to handle a massive increase in transactions without sacrificing speed or affordability. That's where Layer 2 solutions come in.
Okay, but what are Layer 2 solutions and how do they actually work? Break it down for me.
Imagine the main Ethereum blockchain as a highway. As more cars, transactions get on, traffic starts to slow down and tolls, gas fees go up. Layer 2 solutions are like building express lanes alongside the main highway.
Oh, okay, so they take some of the traffic off the main blockchain, allowing for faster and cheaper transactions.
Exactly.
Okay.
There are different approaches like sharding, which splits the network into smaller, more manageable pieces, or roll-ups, which bundle transactions together off-chain and then settle them on the main blockchain in batches.
That's pretty clever. It sounds like they're finding creative ways to solve the scalability challenges that have plagued other blockchains.
It's one of the most exciting areas of development in the Ethereum world right now.
All right, so we've covered security and scaling. What about the ongoing innovation part?
One of the things that makes Ethereum so unique is its open source nature and its vibrant community. This constant flow of ideas and collaboration is what drives innovation. It allows developers to build new tools, experiment with new applications, and push the boundaries of what's possible with blockchain technology.
It's like a constantly evolving ecosystem where anyone can contribute and shape the future.
That's a great way to put it.
So we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our Ethereum deep dive.
We've barely scratched the surface.
I know, right? Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned so far. We've established that Ethereum is more than just a cryptocurrency. It's a platform for building a decentralized future. It's secure, transparent, and prioritizes user privacy. And it's tackling some of the biggest challenges facing blockchain technology head-on.
And most importantly, it's driven by a passionate community that believes in its potential to create a more equitable and empowering digital world.
Stay tuned as we continue our deep dive into Ethereum, where we'll unravel the magic behind those fascinating smart contracts and explore the technical foundations that make this platform so unique. See you in part 2.
See you there.
Okay, we're back and ready to dive even deeper into the world of Ethereum. In part 1, we covered a lot of ground from DeFi and stablecoins to the Internet of Assets, but what really stood out to me was the emphasis on community and this vision of a more decentralized internet.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most compelling aspects of Ethereum. It's not just a technology. It's a movement driven by people who believe in its potential to change the world.
It's refreshing to see a tech project that's not just about profits and disruption for its own sake. Ethereum seems genuinely committed to building a more equitable and empowering digital future.
And they're walking the walk, not just talking the talk. Ethereum.org itself is a perfect example. It's built and maintained by a global community of volunteers, not some corporate entity. Hundreds of contributors dedicate their time and skills to make this platform accessible to all.
It's inspiring to see that kind of dedication and collaboration. It really speaks to the power of open source projects and the potential of decentralized communities.
It's a testament to the belief that technology can be a force for good, empowering individuals, and fostering a more democratic and inclusive online experience.
Okay, let's talk about some of the practical ways people can get involved. In part one, we mentioned online communities, events, and even contributing to the Ethereum.org website. For someone eager to jump in, where is a good starting point?
The Ethereum.org Community Hub is an excellent resource. It outlines various ways to participate, whether you're interested in coding, design writing, or just connecting with others.
So there's really a place for everyone, regardless of their background or skill set.
Absolutely. For those who thrive in online spaces, there are vibrant communities on platforms like Discord and X, formerly Twitter. It's like joining a global club of passionate Ethereum enthusiasts where you can engage in discussions, ask questions, and collaborate on projects.
It sounds like a great way to connect with like-minded individuals and learn from those who are already deeply involved in the Ethereum ecosystem.
And for those who prefer face-to-face interactions, there are Ethereum events happening all around the globe. These conferences, meetups, and workshops offer opportunities to network with industry leaders, hear about the latest developments, and even participate in hands-on workshops.
I can imagine the energy at those events must be electric, with everyone buzzing about the potential of this technology.
It's truly inspiring to witness firsthand. And for those who want to dive deeper into the technical side, Ethereum.org offers a wealth of resources for developers. But it's not just for coders. Remember, the website itself is open source, meaning anyone can contribute.
Wait, I can help build the Ethereum website even if I'm not a developer. How does that work?
It's all about collaboration. You can propose edits to the content, suggest new features, or even help translate the website into different languages. It's a fantastic way to make a tangible impact and learn along the way.
So even if I'm not a tech whiz, I can still be a part of shaping this platform. That's amazing.
Exactly. And don't forget that the Ethereum Foundation also offers programs to support community development, research, and innovation. They're committed to fostering a thriving and inclusive ecosystem, and there are many ways to get involved and contribute.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about some of the challenges and opportunities facing Ethereum in the years ahead. In part one, we briefly discussed layer 2 scaling solutions as a key area of focus. Can you elaborate on why scaling is so crucial for Ethereum's future?
Think of it this way. As Ethereum grows in popularity and more people use it, the network has to process more and more transactions. But if the network can't handle that increased volume, things start to slow down and transaction fees or gas fees can skyrocket.
So it's like a highway getting congested during rush hour. Everyone's trying to get somewhere, but traffic slows to a crawl and it becomes frustrating and expensive.
That's a perfect analogy, and that's where Layer 2 solutions come into play. They essentially act as express lanes, diverting some of the traffic off the main Ethereum blockchain, allowing for faster and cheaper transactions.
So instead of everyone being stuck on the same congested highway, some transactions can take a faster, less congested route. That makes sense.
Exactly. There are different approaches to Layer 2 scaling, but the goal is the same: to enhance Ethereum's capacity to handle massive growth without compromising speed or affordability.
It sounds like they're trying to build a future-proof platform that can accommodate billions of users and transactions without breaking a sweat.
It's a monumental challenge, but one that the Ethereum community is tackling head-on, and they're making significant progress.
Now, besides scaling, we also talked about security being another major focus. Given the decentralized nature of blockchain, how is Ethereum working to ensure the platform stays secure and protected from attacks?
Security is paramount in this space, and the Ethereum community takes it very seriously. They're constantly working to improve the platform's security measures. This includes ongoing research and development of new cryptographic techniques, as well as rigorous testing and auditing of the code base.
So it's a constant cat and mouse game trying to stay one step ahead of potential attackers.
Yeah. In a way, yes. But the beauty of blockchain technology is that it's inherently more secure than traditional systems. Because the ledger is distributed across so many nodes, it's virtually impossible for a single entity to compromise the entire network.
That's reassuring. But I'm curious, hasn't Ethereum also faced its share of criticism over the years? Some people argue that it's too complex, too slow, or too expensive. How would you respond to those concerns?
It's true that Ethereum, like any emerging technology, has faced its share of challenges, but it's important to remember that it's still a relatively young technology and it's constantly evolving and improving.
So the criticisms are valid, but the community is actively working to address them.
Absolutely. The focus on Layer 2 scaling solutions is directly aimed at improving speed and reducing transaction costs. And ongoing efforts to simplify user interfaces and provide better educational resources are making Ethereum more accessible to a wider audience.
It sounds like they're trying to make it easier for the average person to understand and use Ethereum, which is crucial for mass adoption.
Exactly. The more people who understand and use Ethereum, the stronger and more resilient the network becomes.
Now, stepping back from the technical aspects for a moment, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the broader impact of Ethereum. How do you see it shaping the world around us beyond just the realm of technology?
I believe Ethereum has the potential to fundamentally change how we interact with technology and with each other. Its decentralized nature fosters greater transparency, accountability, and empowerment. It enables new forms of collaboration and value creation, and it opens up opportunities for individuals to participate in the digital economy in ways that were previously unimaginable.
That's a powerful vision. It sounds like Ethereum could be a catalyst for positive change across many aspects of society.
I genuinely believe so. It's an incredibly exciting time to be involved in this space, and I'm eager to see how Ethereum continues to evolve and shape the future.
All right, let's pause here for now and pick up our exploration in part three.
I'm ready when you are.
Stay tuned, deep divers, as we unravel the magic behind those fascinating smart contracts and explore the technical foundations that make this platform so unique and powerful. We'll see you in part three.
All right, deep divers, buckle up. We've explored the what and the why of Ethereum, but now it's time to get under the hood and understand the how.
Exactly. We're going to unravel the magic behind blockchain technology and those intriguing smart contracts we've been mentioning.
Perfect. I'm ready to decode the matrix. Where do we begin?
Let's start with the foundation. Blockchain is a distributed ledger that records every transaction across a network of computers, as we've discussed.
So instead of a central authority controlling the ledger, it's spread out among many participants.
Exactly. This distributed nature is what makes blockchain incredibly secure and transparent. Every transaction is cryptographically secured and publicly verifiable, making it nearly impossible to tamper with the data.
So it's like a public record that's virtually tamper-proof. That's a game changer for trust and accountability.
Absolutely. This immutability is a key characteristic of blockchain technology, making it ideal for applications where transparency and security are paramount.
Okay, now let's talk about those futuristic-sounding smart contracts. Can you break down what they are and how they work?
Think of smart contracts as self-executing agreements written in code. They automatically enforce the terms of a contract when predefined conditions are met.
So instead of relying on lawyers or banks to enforce agreements, the code itself takes care of it.
That's the beauty of it. Smart contracts eliminate the need for middlemen, streamlining processes and reducing the potential for disputes.
I can see how that would be revolutionary for all sorts of things, from supply chain management to even something as complex as a real estate transaction.
Precisely. Smart contracts can automate complex processes, making them more efficient, transparent, and cost-effective. And you know what's really interesting? Ethereum is the leading platform for smart contracts.
Right, we touched on that earlier, but why Ethereum specifically? What makes it so well suited for this?
Ethereum has a powerful programming language called Solidity, which is specifically designed for creating smart contracts. It offers developers a robust and flexible toolkit for building sophisticated applications.
So it's like the go-to language for anyone who wants to build on Ethereum.
You could say that Solidity has become the industry standard, and there's a growing community of developers who are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible with this language.
This is starting to feel like we're peeking behind the curtain of a whole new digital world, but I have to admit some of this technical stuff can be a bit overwhelming.
I understand. It's a lot to take in, but let's try to break down some of the key technical concepts in a way that's easy to grasp.
Okay, I'm game. Let's start with nodes. What exactly is their role in the Ethereum network?
Nodes are the backbone of the Ethereum network. They're essentially the computers that maintain a copy of the blockchain and work together to validate and process transactions.
So they're like the guardians of the blockchain, ensuring everything runs smoothly.
That's a great analogy. The more nodes there are on the network,
Yeah.
the more decentralized and resilient it becomes.
And anyone can run a node, right? It's not just limited to big tech companies or institutions.
That's the beauty of it. Anyone with a computer and an internet connection can contribute to the Ethereum network by running a node. This open and decentralized nature is core to Ethereum's philosophy.
Okay, that makes sense. It's like a truly global network powered by people from all over the world.
Exactly. And it's this distributed nature that makes Ethereum so resistant to censorship and control. There's no single point of failure, which makes it incredibly robust.
Now, there's one last technical term I've heard buzzing around. Gas fees. What are those and why should I care?
Gas fees. Think of them as the fuel that powers the Ethereum network. Every transaction on Ethereum requires a small amount of ETH known as gas to be paid.
And so it's like paying a toll to use the Ethereum highway.
That's one way to think about it. These gas fees go to the miners who validate and add transactions to the blockchain. They're essential for incentivizing miners to do their job and ensuring the security and efficiency of the network.
So the higher the demand on the network, the higher the gas fees.
Precisely. It's a classic supply and demand scenario.
Yeah.
And as we discussed earlier, Ethereum developers are working on Layer 2 scaling solutions to address this issue and make transactions more affordable.
Right, those express lanes we talked about.
Exactly. By moving some of the traffic off the main blockchain, Layer 2 solutions aim to reduce congestion and lower gas fees.
Well, this deep dive into the technical side of Ethereum has been truly eye-opening. It's amazing to see how all these complex pieces work together to create such a powerful and innovative platform.
It's a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of the Ethereum community. They're constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible with blockchain technology.
You know, as we wrap up this Ethereum deep dive, I'm struck by the sheer scope of what we've covered.
We've journeyed from the basic principles of blockchain to the intricacies of smart contracts and scaling solutions.
We've explored its potential to disrupt industries, empower individuals, and even reshape the internet as we know it.
It's not just a technology. It's a vision for a more open, accessible, and empowering digital future.
And what excites me the most is that this journey is just beginning. Who knows what incredible innovations and applications will emerge from the Ethereum ecosystem in the years to come.
The possibilities are truly limitless, and I encourage all our listeners to stay curious, keep exploring, and maybe even get involved in this exciting world. You might just be part of shaping the next chapter of this transformative technology.
That's a wrap on our Ethereum deep dive. We hope you've enjoyed the journey as much as we have.
Until next time, keep diving deep and keep those minds curious.